Hi, welcome to the channel. I am in the middle of doing a deep dusting, cleaning, and so I thought I might as well get my camera out and do some vlogging of what I'm doing. So I've cleared off, except for this one, I was just starting to put things up here. I'm going to rearrange the way all my decor is, but I needed to dust really well. So I got everything down, and I've individually wiped everything as well. So I got stuff sitting there on the couch, and this is what it looks like. I want to show you what I do with my plants. So as you can see, they're wet, and I bring them in and I put them on their side and I spray them down, and then I pick each one up individually and I spray underneath the leaves because I have all faux plants in my home. I have attempted to grow some pothos, and they had little tiny flies in them, and I just decided to get rid of the natural plants and exchange them out for faux. So I do this every few months. I take them and put them in the tub, and I rinse them off really well. This is a box, so I didn't want to put it in the tub. I just rinsed the leaves and put the box right there. So you can see in the corner, I've put my little Jesus sign and that flower arrangement over there. And now I'm just trying to figure out where I want to place things to make it look different. So I have these two baskets right here that I got at Dollar Tree, and I may put those up here on the outer side, on the outside, like that. And then it will have a long ivy plant in the middle. So I think that's how I'm going to, as you young ones call it, style that shelf. This shelf over here, I think I'm going to make this the center piece. I keep this out all year. I don't put it away because it's a very important. Now I've realized my shelf isn't stuck down in the back, which is, I guess, okay. So that's going to be the focal area right there. Push it back a little bit like that. And then on either side, this might be good to put next to it. It says pray at all times and God provides. I'll probably put a couple of plants on either side of that. This from a sister in Christ that I've known since I was 15. I got these quite a while ago, so I might place that right there. I have this letter S, first initial of my last name. I might place that right there. I'm going to put my flameless candles back where they were. I'm going to put these next to them, and this is where it gets tricky. You know, you must stay balanced when you're decoring. When you're putting up decor, I want to stick with the clay pots right there. This clay pot right here, where you have better lighting. And then this I will put back in this corner right there. Maybe. We'll see. All right, that's that shelf. This shelf will be the farm country cow. And the piggy are way, way, way bigger than the barn. That's cute though, like that. And then that makes this more appropriate for this shelf right here. And a plant will go in there, of course. And what else? I don't think so. I don't know what I'm going to do with that candle. Nothing. Okay. Oh, here we are. This can go right there. And of course this will have a plant in it, so put that in front of that there. More balanced right there. So I think I have my shelves pretty much styled the way I want them. I still have a empty one of these, and I have my home with the things in it, with the leaves in it, that I don't have a place for right now. But let me show you around the room. Beginning here, this is what I have going, and then that right there, and then this over here. That little chicken sits right there. That shelf is very precarious. And then my two baskets, my little easels, and the plant will go right there. And then the farm scene over here. And then on top of the air conditioner, I've got a birdhouse, this little plant, and one of the plants is in the bathtub right now. Picked up a couple of things from Amazon. These are curtains that I originally ordered to hang in my bathroom, but I think I'm going to put them in my kitchen because they match the kitchen decor. So they have just little green embroidered leaves on them, white, kind of sheer looking. And then I have brick wallpaper right here, but it was impossible to match it And I want to fix this right here. I'm going to cut down so this little piece is not here anymore. There used to be a whole cabinet right here that I removed a long time ago, and this used to be where the cabinet countertop was. So I want to cut a straight line and make this straight and then re-wallpaper this whole area. This is not the same brick wallpaper that I got before. This is a different paper, but looks very similar. So I got both of these off of Amazon. I am going to pull these down. Well, like with every curtain I buy, these do not have a seam up here. I need to have a seam up here so that you will not see above the rod. So I'm going to go get my sewing machine out, and I am going to do a stitch on there, and then I can hang them. I had such a hard time trying to put the bobbin on my brand new Brother machine that I bought that I said forget it, and I went and got my old machine that works beautifully. So yeah, okay. I want to sew it with the right foot pedal going. The reason I bought the new machine is because on this one, for some reason, the thread was jumping off of here when I sewed, and I could have just went and probably gotten it fixed somewhere, but I decided, you know, I've had this machine forever, let's just get a new one. Yeah, should have not done that. Alrighty. Every set of curtains I get from Amazon, I have to do this because they don't put a ruffle at the top, and it makes a huge difference in how it looks. Whoa, 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 what got caught? Interesting. I do a lot of sewing standing up in this place. Okay, there's that one. A pair of scissors at work might be nice. These little snippers right here. Okay, there's that one. Oh, what is it doing? Oh, no. Oh, shoot. I sewed this pocket on the bottom edge of the curtain. Okay, alrighty then. Yikes. That is fixable with a seam ripper. Wondered why the rod pocket looked so small. That's how I do things around here. By the seat of my pants. That's okay. That's what this channel is all about. Mistake making. Yep. Okay. Okay, so this one on the right side of the pocket, and then I will rip out the seam at the bottom. What a dork. He's a dork. With this embroidery in here, it makes it harder to stitch it. Okay, there we go. Easy breezy, lemon squeezy. Okay, let me get the seam ripped out of this, and then I'll hang them. So there is the finished product right there. So this is why I need a ruffle, so it goes above the curtain rod and not just lay on top of the curtain rod. But yeah, so there's the canisters right next to it. They just look really cute in here. And I've got a shade screen that's outside this window to keep the sun at bay. So the sheer curtain is better off in here than in the bathroom. I like it. I'll show you the whole effect when I've got my kitchen cleaned. I've got dishes in the sink right now. So what I decided to do is swap those curtains out for the ones that were in the kitchen. Those look adorable in here, and I like the size, the length of them. They don't go down quite as far as the other ones did, so you can see the entire wall below it. So yeah, and they match the color in here, so there we are. Curtain swap. Well, here's what the kitchen looks like with the curtains. Looks really nice. I just have a small grocery haul. Picked up some peanuts for my snack, dark chocolate chips to go along with those peanuts. 3 guesses and the first 2 don't count. I have been addicted to this for decades. Picked up some more honey roasted turkey lunch meat, thinly sliced. Getting low on my country crock plant-based butter. Picked up some cage-free brown eggs. Nice to see that they're back down to a normal price. This was $3 and something. I like French toast once in a while, and I don't know how to do it vegan, so I pick up eggs, and I have eggs once in a while. I picked up some more of this raspberry dressing that is 0 calories. This stuff is so delicious. It's so good. I buy this Simply Fruit. The only sweetener it has is fruit juice. It doesn't have any added sugars or anything like that, and it's only 40 calories. I try to keep my sugar content as low as I possibly can. Picked up salad, avocado, tomato, and green onion because I have been eating salads lately at dinner, and they're filling me up, which is wonderful. I have been using vinegar to soften my clothes, and I'm getting low on that. So I picked up some more. I'm loving this for my clothing. No static. They're soft. I know a lot of people knew this before me because I sure didn't. I had no clue you could soften your clothes with vinegar. I mean, I use it to clean glass and all kinds of things, but never thought about putting it in the wash for my clothing. Highly recommend it to get off of the fabric softener and do this. So that's my Walmart haul. First up, I'm trying different mics to see how they sound with the air going and a dead cat on them and all that happy stuff. But you are staring at a wall. I got the wallpaper off. It came off super easy, especially once I got the heat gun out today and used it. It just came right off and took the adhesive with it, so yay. What I'm doing is I'm just lining this ruler up with the grooves right there. There. Right there. Let's see. I'm just going to slice. Okay, so I put a piece of Scotch tape here and I'm going to make a cut down there. I'm not leaving myself any extra up here, but I'm going to cut it at the floor, and that's how I'm going to get this piece ready to go. I don't know if I'm going to have enough to do this whole wall. I may have to order another piece. And I'm going to get the backing off of the back of part of it, and we'll start putting it up on the wall. I always fold that seam down like that. acting like it's level, so that's good. This is pretty. I like it. I'm telling you, this is the best way to put paper on the wall. It really works well. There's my switch plate. And I tried to get it off the wall, but it wouldn't come. It's weird. It's a weird one. But everything RV is always weird. I don't realize how big a switch plate is until you go to cut it out. See how it has no screw in the middle? It has this little groove right here that I thought I could pop it, but it wouldn't pop. Okay. Excuse the burping. I want to see something. Cool. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to measure from here to here, and I'm going to cut this with just a little bit extra to go over to this wall. I can't wrap the entire piece around because when I get over here, it's not going to be level whatsoever. I know that. I know that this corner probably is not level. And I've got to deal with these plates, two of them on here. And this one is ridiculous. I'd love to remove it, but I don't quite know how to do that. So we just leave it alone. It's the old school. That's a cigarette lighter, and that's a cable plug-in. And there's a little switch right here with a light. Yeah, but I'm just going to bring it up to the edge and just bring it around a little bit on this other side. But it looks like we're going to match just fine. I don't have to lose any paper, which is a good thing because I don't know if I'm going to have enough. I'm probably going to have to order another roll, but we'll see. Let's pray that I've got enough. Okay, I'm going to have to order 2 more rolls, unfortunately. This was not long enough. It came down to about here. And I don't want to piece it. I want one long piece to go here, one long piece to go here, and one long piece to go here. So I will use this over here to paper this little area right here, if I can get it to match what I've got going on right here. So, but other than that, this project is at a standstill for right now until I get the paper. So I'll get on Amazon, get it ordered, get it here. When I felt the roll when I got it, I'm like, you know what? There's no way I'm going to have enough paper to do this. And boy, was I right. It's going to work just fine. Let that sit there and marinate for a little bit, and then I'll show you what I'm going to hang from it. These weigh next to nothing, so it should hold them quite nicely. There. Now I don't have to dig for them in my other closet, that narrow closet where everything else is. I can just come in here and grab them. I like it. I just got this from Amazon. This is a safety feature. I will unbox it when it is much cooler and show you what it is. Teaser! I just got this from Amazon. This is a safety feature. I will unbox it when it is much cooler and show you what it is. Teaser! Good morning, folks. My friends. Because you are my friends. See that big old right there telling me not to do this? Well, I can't figure out any other way to get into this box. So what we have here is a stair rail for my outside stairs. Oh, that's one piece. So that's the top. Ooh, check that out. Oh, there's some big mollies. I hope I have a drill bit large enough. Oh yeah, I do. I do. And here are the instructions. I ordered it in white because the sun beats down on things and black would be too hot to touch. And white's prettier. It's going to be some work. I can see that right now. Okay. There's one of the... It's going to get drilled in. What's inside? Something's inside. That's lovely. I don't know. Huh. Oh, that's weird. I have no idea. These must be the rails right here. And the other. And it's funny, that doesn't have anything inside of it roaming around. This must be the bottom where the... something, I don't know. Yeah, this is the bottom, like that. So these will go in like this as you go up the stairs. Okay. And then this one will go up here, it looks like. That's really tall. That's the bottom. And then in the top, there are these right here. I'm going to go in and read the instructions really well. And then I'll forget every word they said. And yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Well, I read the directions. There are some parts that will have to get screwed in to these areas right here. And then this will go in here. That was the noise I heard clinking around earlier inside of this thing. I forgot to get my Sharpie. Okay. What I want to do is I want to see where I need to mark these. This is bent. That thing just fell in again. I actually have them right about where they should go. I got to get that piece out again. What I'm going to do is get my Sharpie. This one is bent in. I don't know how easy that's going to be to bend back out. Not very. It needs to be bent back out in order for me to... So I need a pair of pliers and I need help. There we go. All right, I'm going to go get the Sharpie pair of pliers and I'll be back. I was deciding if I wanted it on the left or the right. I think I'm going to get another one so I have it on both sides. I think for sure. So, trying to figure out how close I want it. I'm thinking right there. Okay. Just going to do one at a time so I can have it so I can have it stable before I do the next one. I need to drill these holes. I thought I was recording. I was going to be drilling, but I have to charge my battery. Everything is charged up. There we go. I'm going all the way through because I don't know how long the molly is. Okay, this is weird, but there you are. I need a bigger hole than that. There it goes. Oh, come on. There it goes. Yeah, see, this is too big. That's not going to hold anything. See, it's just going to bend the molly. This is too big. It'll just slide right out. This one's in there because this one is just too big. Oh, brother. I thought I was recording. I was going to be drilling, but I have to charge my battery.